From Latrobe Motorsports Studios, this is Ride Along with Howie from the fast half-mile track at Latrobe Speedway, where it's grassroots racing at its finest. Here's Howie.
Live from somewhere in the bowels of Somerset, Westmoreland, or Fayette County. We are coming to you live. It's time for the Joe's Body Shop and Towing Ride Along. Good evening, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. It's been a great week. Welcome to the hazy, hot, humid Latrobe Speedway racing days of summer. And boy, did we have a hot night of racing this past Saturday night at our party palace that we all congregate every Saturday night, the Latrobe Speedway. Again, a very pleasant good evening, everyone. Mike Sotosky kind of filling in tonight here for the ride along. Again, thanking Joe's Body Shop and Towing and many of our other sponsors and corporate partners who help bring this show to you each and every week, this podcast, and also so many of our corporate sponsors that are a part of our regular Saturday night racing events. So without any further ado, we have a very special guest this evening. I want to welcome a good friend. Just got to talk to him today. And from the moment I spoke with him, I'm thinking, you know what? This cat's going to be a good first interview because we're just kind of winging it tonight. We're going to have a good time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Matt Weltz, who had probably one of his most memorable feature finishes in his young racing career. Matt, welcome to the ride along. Actually, we're in the speed shop tonight. We're not riding along, but that's okay. It don't matter. Welcome to the speed shop. It's great to have you, my friend.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys having me on. And all good?
Well, you know what? It was a no-brainer. It was a no-brainer, buddy. It was a no-brainer because I got to tell you what, we were so excited leading into last Saturday's event at Latrobe, especially after the way Mother Nature has just completely wreaked havoc with things. And we're going to get into that a little bit. Maybe we're going to talk about that, the whole points deal from a driver's perspective. But let's get back to actually last Saturday night, coming into the second annual Charlie Field Senior Memorial. The Field and Ott family had done a phenomenal job in gathering up some sponsors, and it actually became quite a lucrative event for you guys. We did a lot of social media advertising and so on. But probably let's begin with your thoughts. You were one of 26 Joe's Body Shop and Towing Pure Stocks that checked into the pits that night. Did you ever expect that?
No, I knew with it being a pure stock special, there'd be a lot of cars, but I don't know what the total car count was. But looking through the pits, I don't know if you could have got many more cars in there. 26 pure stocks, don't matter what the track is. That's a good turnout.
Well, no, absolutely, and that's another good point we're going to touch on later, and that was the track conditions a little later on this evening. But 26 cars, we had 3 heats. You know, we were, unfortunately, lost EJ in a heat race incident. So we knew after the 3 heats, well, Dennis wanted to start off as a way to say thanks to the great turnout. All 26 were going to start even before the heat started. But it just turned out that we had some contingency monies up for grabs during the heats. And EJ's car had some issues, more than just issues. That ended his night prematurely, and we lost the 77. But 25 cars started the event. I'm not quite sure exactly where you started, Matthew, but I'm going to let you take it from this point because I'll tell you what, the 717, you got into the lead, and after that incident, we were watching you. The fans were enjoying. There was action everywhere. You were just hitting your marks. We tell everyone how these drivers enjoy that clean Westmoreland County air as you slice through the air. But talk a little bit about your car's performance that evening and even the emotionality of like, okay, I'm still eating this thing. I'm still leading. Where's the 66? Where's the 06? Where are these guys? Where is everybody?
Yeah, 100%. We started outside row 2 and came into 1 there, and they piled up a little bit and was able to get out around and avoid the caution, which put us on the pole to restart the race.
Yeah.
And like you're saying, I thought it was cool. Maybe I'll lead a lap. That was my 3rd race in a pure stock. I'm like, man, it'd be cool to lead a lap. And then I just kept leading. And I was running it like I stole it because like you said, I'm waiting for the 66 or the 22. I'm waiting for somebody. There was a lot of good guys that aren't regulars from Latrobe, from other tracks there. Beautiful cars. I'm like, somebody's going to get me. Going through the race and just waiting and waiting. Took the white flag, and I'm in there, driving. I'm like, this isn't going to happen. And Anthony caught me there with 1 to go, and then we ended up green-white checker in the race. And I didn't know it at the time. The right rear of the car was blown off. So when we took the restart. They were in a green-white checker. I knew Anthony was going to want the bottom, so I was going to try to do everything I could to hold it off him. And I just couldn't make the car stick, and he got by me. And I almost lost it when he passed me coming out of 2. Half the car was down off the back stretch, and there was mud and dirt and grass coming up over, but I wasn't coming out of it. And we were able to hang on and finish in 2nd place, and I couldn't have been more happy with it.
No, and you certainly did. You made Anthony work for it, and I guarantee if we were talking to Anthony tonight, he would probably be he was extremely complimentary of you, even in victory lane. I mean, you raced him clean. I mean, you made him work for it. I mean, he was clearly awful quick that night, and maybe the fastest car on the track, but you made him work for it. And just judging by the smile in your face, it doesn't seem like it's wore off yet. Even that 2nd place finish had to feel good. Being able to go out and get that envelope from the Field family, Mrs. Carolyn Field, who presented you with an envelope for an extra $125. I'm thinking it still feels it's been a good week, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, there was nothing to hang our head on there. I mean, Anthony's out of this world driver, 4-time track champ. I mean, I'll finish second to him anytime. Yeah, it was awesome, and thank you for everyone that pitched in. It was for a 2nd place finish. I walked out of there with pretty nice full pockets.
Absolutely. Sounds like Rover wants to get in the podcast too back there.
Yeah, I didn't know you could hear him in the background there. Sorry about that.
That's okay. That's all right. No apologies. Hey, let's talk a little bit about you, and we love to. It's always our job as an announcers and public relations specialists to introduce you and market our racers to the fans. And maybe some of the fans don't know about Matt Weltz. Matt Weltz got cool hair. He's got a cool Fu Manchu. He's 30 years old. He has 2 beautiful kids. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
So I started racing in 2018. Actually, my dad got me into it. He started in 2017 running a 4-cylinder at Dog Hollow, and I helped him build the car, did all the cage build and all that kind of stuff. But then I would just go and watch all of 2017. And one night down at Roaring Knob, actually, Dad asked if I wanted to hot lap the car. And I was like, yeah, I'd love to do that.
Okay.
And I went out, and it was, I was like sitting still in hot laps. I thought I was really having a good time, going fast. Guys are blowing by me, and I was instantly hooked on it. So in 2018, we built a car, and I ran Dog Hollow for a year. Latrobe hadn't opened yet. And then in 2019, Latrobe opened. We ran strictly Latrobe every week, wanted to chase points, ended up going 2019 and 2020 back-to-back track championships at Latrobe. I'm not sure how many wins, but we had really a lot of success there. And then we had my daughter at first. She's actually turned 4 today. Today's her birthday. Had her, and that takes a lot of time. And with racing, it was getting to be just too much. And I'm going to pick my family over racing any day. So we found out we were having a second. So after 2020, we got out, sold everything, Dad and I both, and we're out of it for 2 years. I stepped in for Tiffany in 2022. I ran her car one night because she was chasing points. I said, yeah, no problem. I can run the car. I ran it. And I went and watched too many races in 2022 and just got the itch to come back. But I didn't want to go back in the pure or the four cylinder. I want to try something different. So I said to Dad, what do you think about running a pure stock? We were on one car. I told him we were on one car. We won't run for points. Just when it's convenient, when it's convenient for us, we won't kill ourselves or take away from our families or anything. And he was all for it. He was on board. So the winter of last winter, 2022, bought a car, got it legal for Latrobe. I actually bought it from a gentleman named Rich Anderson. He's up north, Thunder Mountain. I think he ran that car at Marion Center and Dog Hollow. So we had to do a couple of things, change a car to make it legal for Latrobe. And then, this past Saturday was only the third time we've been out all year, like you were saying, to do with weather. And we were on vacation for 1 week. So to come in second to four-time track champ on our third night out, I couldn't be happier.
And I hope all our Latrobe Speedway friends heard this young man. He probably mentioned the word family 4 or 5 times in his explanation here the last 3 minutes. Family first. And you know what? And you think about it, he's so happy and still jovial coming off that unbelievable run that he had last week where he nearly won the Charlie Field Senior Memorial. He's not going to be here this Saturday with us. Tell him why. Tell him why, Matt. Why aren't you going to be here with us?
We're having my son's birthday. Like I said, my daughter turns 4 today. My son will be 2 in about a month. So we just have one big party for him. So I'll have a pile of people here and we'll eat and carry on and spoil the kids.
Matthew, God's blessings to you. That is fantastic. I just want to emphasize family first. We're always going to be here for you. Your Latrobe Speedway Racing family is going to be here for you, but you got to take care of the wifey and kids family first. Very, very proud of you. You're a fine, upstanding young man, and we're glad to have you representing our Latrobe Speedway. It's great to have you. I do want to touch about one more thing. I'm looking at the clock here. I hope Justin's not getting upset with us. When I went down and did Victory Lane interviews later on in the evening, I could not believe how smooth and tacky, glassy, smooth, and tacky that racing surface was, even later in the evening. And then, of course, standing up on the perch of Race Central, I'm looking and I'm with the fans watching 2 and 3 wide racing. There's grooves everywhere. I mean, can you just touch upon the surface? I know you said you burned that right rear tire off, but you know what? That track, from my vantage point, 31 years of doing this, was probably, and I wrote this on Facebook, probably one of the raciest, glassiest, smooth surfaces I've ever witnessed.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You figure we were third out. I ran the 4-cylinder feature, and then the crates were out. So we were the third feature out there. And it ran a lot like a heat race. There was a ton of bite in it, and it was blistering fast. And there wasn't a rut came up, nothing. It was smooth as glass. And I just watched the race last night for the first time. And I didn't realize there was so much track below me that I should have been racing on, like where Anthony passed me is where I should have been running. But yeah, you could have it anywhere you wanted it. The car was sticking really, really well. Like I said, being the third feature out and still getting a surface like that, it was awesome. They definitely got the track prep dialed in, and yeah, you couldn't ask for much more.
I'm willing to bet every other one of your colleagues on race nights would say the same exact thing. Kudos to Dennis and the team. Seriously, that track was absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Hey, real quick, I want the fans to learn a little bit more about Matt Weltz. And let's just play some word association for everybody. And I'm going to just wing it. Boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
Or no comment? Braves. Okay. Shania Twain or Lita Ford?
Well, I'll be at
You don't
Shania
know who
Twain
Lita
tomorrow
Ford
night.
is, probably.
I'd be lying to say I do. I know
It doesn't
I've
matter
heard
who
the
Lita
name,
Ford
but
is. So it's Shania.
yeah, I'll be at Shania Twain tomorrow with my wife.
I'm
So
myself. All right. You know what? Ford or Chevy?
I gotta go Chevy. I got a 2011 Silverado. We dragged the car to the track with, and it's got a small box Chevy in it that ran pretty well. So I got to go Chevy.
And your favorite classic car is a 1965 Ford Galaxy, I bet.
I'm an old Camaro man, like pre-69.
Wrong answer. That's all right. That's all right, buddy. It's all good. Hey, listen. Hey, hang with us here. I'm going to tell. I just want to tell. I was going to go through the top 5 from last week, but it's been such. You've made this easy for me. I was worried that we weren't going to have time to fill, and you made my first time easy. So I thank you very much, Matt. Stick around. I know you're not going to be here with us Saturday, but I want to tell everyone about the big Ron Schmucker Memorial coming up this Saturday night at Latrobe Speedway. And also it's Fan Appreciation Night. And I've done a lot of Fan Appreciation Nights at other speedways I've been at over the years. And I tell you, it truly is a special night, all of our Latrobe friends. And not only is it fun for you, the moms and dads and the grandmas and grandpas, and bringing the kids and the nieces, the nephews, the drivers and the crews love it too. They love mingling with all of you. So please come out this Saturday, Fan Appreciation Night. Ron Schmucker passed away a little over a year ago in February of 2022. And a little history lesson for you too, Matt. Being from Latrobe, you probably know this, but Ron was the son of the patriarch of our hallowed racing grounds, the Schmucker family, Paul Schmucker. And there is going to be some bonus money, some contingency monies up for grabs this Saturday night as well. What I want our Latrobe fans to do, and hopefully you already have, visit our website. We have DJ Johnson. He does a great job handling all of our public relations. It's latrobemotorsports.com. Okay, share that with your friends. Visit our website. It's updated regularly. There's a link to the dirt track racing site and also the motocross site. And even on Facebook, Latrobe Speedway Stock Car Dirt Track. Visit our Facebook page. If you haven't given us a like and a follow, please do so. Again, having DJ aboard, I mean, his press releases are spot on, detail oriented. You know exactly where your favorite driver finished. And please visit our Facebook page and share that with your friends. But this week, K2 Engineering Crate Late Models, Joe's Body Shop and Towing Pure Stocks, the Wisneski Waste Removal Penn, Ohio Pro Stocks finally get a chance to run the big half mile here at Latrobe. The Specialty Metals, Modified 4 Cylinders, and the Dean Pollock Hobby Stocks will be in action for Fan Appreciation Night. And if you're unfamiliar with Fan Appreciation Night, and I know, Matt, you would have loved this. I know kids come first, but we're going to put all of our Latrobe Speedway superstars on the front stretch. Fans, you're going to enter the track down in turn 1, and you're going to be able to walk along that hallowed grounds known as our half-mile speed plant and meet all of your favorite Latrobe Speedway superstars. So please keep that in mind. This Saturday, Fan Appreciation Night at our beloved Latrobe Speedway. Wow, a lot happening, but you know what? It was a great Saturday, and let's hope Mother Nature cooperates. Matthew Weltz, all of us at Latrobe Speedway, and I know I'm speaking for all the fans, wish your 2 beautiful children a very blessed and happy birthday. We hope you and your lovely wife, is it Kristen?
Yeah, Kristen, my wife.
Kristen, you guys have a great birthday party, a great weekend, and we hope to see the 717 back as soon as possible. Am I forgetting anything? Is there anyone you want to say thank you to, Matthew?
I have to thank my dad. I almost called him to come up. But yeah, without my dad, I wouldn't be able to race. The car stays at his house. He's got a nice garage, and I'm mechanically inclined. My dad is much more mechanically inclined. He also being retired, he's got a lot of time. So we get the car, bring it home, get it washed off. It's up on jack stands. Dad's working on the car. If anything gets torn up, took a couple little battle scars this weekend, nothing bad. But without him, I would not be able to race. And I have to thank my wife and my mother because they come to the track and they watch our two kids all night, which is a chore more than driving is. And then Dennis and Kathy and everyone at the track gives us a great service to run on. The concession stand, the pit getting in, show runs really great. They seem to have it dialed in really well. And I really enjoyed running there. 9 miles, I think, from our house. So we have no plans on leaving anytime soon.
Attaboy. And maybe that's a good segue into me giving some thanks as well to Dennis and Kathy for allowing me to be a part of the team, and my colleagues upstairs, Dave and Danielle and Amy. Ken's up there. My good friend Billy Rupert from the Bikers Helping Others, folks, who do more for kids and charities in Westmoreland County, probably more so than a lot of other clubs and organizations that I know. So kudos to you, Billy Rupert, and your lovely wife, Shelley. So with that being said, I think my first ride along from here at the Speed Shop from Parts Unknown is over. And as the great Brian Johnson used to say from AC/DC, to all my Latrobe friends, for those about to rock, I salute you. We salute you. God bless. Peace out. Latrobe racing fans, remember, the success that we all enjoy racing Saturday nights at Latrobe Speedway would not be possible without so many of our wonderful, generous, and kind marketing partners who are a part of our Latrobe Speedway family. When you're in need of any of the products or services offered by these businesses, please remember to support them because they support what you love. They support what we love. And that is Saturday nights at Latrobe Speedway. So without any further ado, as always, we want to thank our friends at K2 Engineering, Joe's Body Shop and Towing, Specialty Metals, Marilungo Disposal, Dean Pollock, Wisneski Waste Removal, Bowers Farms, and also a huge debt of gratitude to these additional sponsors who support us: Latrobe Glass and Mirror, General Carbide, Bowman's Plumbing, Garry's Auto Sales, Porta John, the Auto Tag Store, RPM, A1 Machine and Performance, Seal Tite Paving, DJS Swag, and GVD Powder Coating. A huge thank you to each and every one of you.